Hey guys, Jason Cassell here, BassBoatElectronics.com, your #1 source for marine electronics in the industry. We had the pleasure to be able to attend the 2022 BassMaster Classic presented by Hook, and this event took place in Greenville, South Carolina on beautiful Lake Hartwell. So congratulations to Jason Christie for pulling out the victory. That was just awesome to go into this final day leading and pull off that victory. So hard-earned, well-deserved. Congratulations to him for pulling that off. We had an awesome time just getting together with our friends, our family, and all our vendors and everything. Just awesome to see how strong the industry's doing right now. So it's just an awesome time to be a part of it. So we feel very fortunate. Chad Phillips, Nathan Isaacs, and myself was able to go down and just enjoy all the festivities. So let's dive in. I got a full recap video of kind of what I thought was really cool and some neat products that we brought into our inventory, as well as some new companies. So we'll dive right in and get into some of the footage here. BassMaster Classic, huge event. You know, it was really neat to be able to see weigh in and go to the expo. We've got the BassMaster live crew. It was really cool just to see how well established the Bassmasters are and the production of that event. So it was just an incredible experience to just be there live and in person. Of course, you know, our first stop was Garmin, Marine Electronics booth. Really excited for the new LVS 34 transducer. The new Livescope deal. I've actually had it on the water. Image is super impressive, and I really like the new mount design. So you guys are really going to love that new product from Garmin. Really a great improvement. Of course, you got about 30% improvement as far as clarity and range and target separation, compatible on all your past devices that you're familiar with, your Echo Map and GPS map lines. So if you can currently run the Livescope, you're going to be able to run the new LVS 34 transducer as well. So that's an awesome deal. We should have them in stock soon as this video. They're just now starting to ship and release out. Next stop, we had Lowrance. Lowrance is a great partner of ours, so it was just great to be able to experience their products firsthand and just kind of talk to our reps and just see some new product details. It's a new software interface. You can actually see your voltage on your Ghost trolling motor. Really neat design. So those guys are doing incredible well, and we're just excited to have them as our offering product line. So Ghost trolling motor, active target, Ghost 360, incredible product. If you don't know about it, check it out on our website. Next up, of course, Humminbird. It's actually our #1 product line selling. So it was really cool to get to experience the whole Bassmaster Classic with those guys. Got a full apparel line. Their products are awesome and doing extremely well in this market. So we had Chad, you know, he splashed some water around in the Ultrex, just getting everybody a little wet, but they had a great booth set up, and it was just a great time to get together and see everybody that supports us and helps us out going forward. You know, the nice thing about the Bassmaster Classics, a lot of accessories and just, you know, all the odd and end pieces that go with the show. We've got the Sniper Marine mounts. Those are a really cool product from Sniper Marine. It's really neat engineering and design, really well built. So if you haven't seen those, check out snipermarine.com, and they've also got a lot of accessories. I think they'll be coming out with a lot of new stuff as well in the marketplace. So it was just really neat to get to catch up with those guys. Next we've got BoatLogix. BoatLogix makes some incredible products for mounting your electronics on your boats, some really beefed up design. So they're a well-established company. They do extremely well for us. So we just got some showcases, some of their single mounts, their bow mounts. They've got triple bow mounts, double mounts in the console. Engineering wise, it's just kind of, they always go over the top. New product from us is the Live Foot. So this is a separate pole that mounts for your live sonar. We just got those in inventory, so those are available to attach on the Force trolling motor, the Ghost, and the Ultrex, and to whatever transducer you decide to mount on those. So check out our inventory, BassBoatElectronics.com. Next up, we've got the X2 Lithium brand. That's a brand new battery coming to the market. Haven't tested those or experienced them yet, but that's a new product we saw at the Classic. Another longtime partner of ours, Lithium Pros, To me, they make one of the best batteries on the market. I personally have that battery right there, the 36 volt 50 amp. You can actually see your voltage on your displays, see your amp draw, your capacity. It's a really cool product that ties in via NEMA 2000. So I actually know my time remaining of how much time I have left on the water, and I can manage that power accordingly. And I can tell you, last year I ran their 40 amp per hour lithium 36 volt, so only 40 amp per hours, and I had the Garmin Force all last year, and I never killed that battery. Over 12 hours on the water through stump fields, and you know, this was pre-NEMA where I couldn't see my voltage. Now I know how much time remaining, and I can tell you, you're just not going to kill that battery. So you better check out those products on our website. Another battery company we're super excited to just recently partner with is ProGuide Marine Batteries. They actually offer lead acid, AGM, and lithium, and that was our deciding factor to bring them in, because obviously that's a full product line. So when you, the customer, come in, you basically can decide based on your budget and performance level what chemistry you want to go with: lead acid, AGM, and lithium. So all the characteristics play a different role, and the lead acid still plays. We have some boats that come in here and we'll have one battery bad, you know, and they just don't want to invest in all 3 batteries right at that time. So we can do about a $175 battery to get them back on the water. And then we have customers that want full lithium, so they go, you know, we have 50 amp per hour, 75 amp per hour, 100 amp per hour, depending on how long you want to be on the water. So check those out. ProGuide Marine Batteries, live on our website. Next up, of course, is the boats. We saw a lot of manufacturers. You got Phoenix, Ranger, Nitro, Basscat, Charger, Skeeter. The list goes on and on. I can't even remember them all. But first off, we stopped at the Phoenix booth, the 920 Elite, really sharp boat. Phoenix has got some great models. So, I mean, they're really popular on our customer base. Really impressed with them. Our main pro, Miles Berghoff's running a 921 this year, and it's an incredible boat when we rigged it. Of course, you got the Ranger, you know, probably one of the most well-established names in the industry. We've got their 520R, and they released their 521R at the Classic as well. Really neat layout. Console's got a huge design to mount dual units on, so really well thought of. And you know, obviously it handles rough water really well, and just the overall lines of it is definitely modernized. We've also got their smaller Z18, and you got your Nitro line. I personally run a Z20 right now. Love it. It fishes extremely well space-wise, and I'm surprised at how shallow that boat can get. So storage and fishing shallow, the Z20 has been awesome. Of course, Skeeter is a super popular line. We got all the pros in the booth. That was a really neat experience. Skeeter had an awesome showing at the Classic. Really nice booth. You got Bass Live up there with Swindle cranking them in. So their booth was really well set out and laid out, and we just enjoyed the overall experience. And Skeeter's making a really impressive boat this day and age. Probably one of my favorites of the Classic was the 600 horsepower Mercury, the V12. That thing is ginormous. Chad Phillips standing there next to it. Motor's so big, you can't turn it. The lower unit has to turn, so it's a pretty cool engineering feat for Mercury. It's just awesome to see their whole product line, their digital throttles and shifts. I mean, it's just crazy where the market's going, but we'll see one day one of those big 600s on the back of a bass boat. They got their new electrical line that's coming out. It's a pretty neat little motor. Nice to see them kind of forward looking, and of course you got all the 4-strokes, your 300Rs and everything. It was pretty wild to see all the motors on display. Yamaha's got a great spread. Their new 250 Show, really popular motor, neat design, and their booth layout was really cool. So Yamaha's got a wide range. They even had a lot of their smaller motors there on display. So if you guys run Yamaha, they're definitely representing the industry extremely well. We got lots of accessories. We got PowerPole. You know, we're a PowerPole dealer, so PowerPole Charge and the PowerPole anchors. They had a really good booth as always. And of course, Matt McKee with McKee Outdoors. He was representing, taking people's money, slinging them rods, slinging them reels, tons and tons of baits galore. So Matt McKee was there working extremely hard. Him and his staff. Is neat to stop by and see them hard at work. I know they had a really successful classic, and of course next year, the 2022 classic, I'm sure they'll be there and sling all the rods and reels and baits and give everybody really good deals. Tons of glide baits. I love throwing a glide bait. Next up, we got DD26. We carry all their products, their transom savers and their steering clips. Awesome made product here in the United States. Dave and his team doing an incredible job. Really happy to have them. Obviously, you got your aluminum products and their blinker trim system, so you can see those on our website. Of course, at the Classic, you got every accessory, speed spool, high spool bearings. Those have been really popular. They've been around for a while, just really common. So, of course, all your accessories, you know, I personally use Seaguar fishing line. That's my favorite one. Mainly use the red label, but it's neat. We caught up with another video with Miles Berghoff in the Seaguar booth. You'll have to check that out. Of course, at the Bassmaster Classic, there's no shortage of apparel. One of the coolest booths that we saw was probably the Boss Shot Shells booth. It was really well designed and laid out. Really cool story that they've got going on. Really not really fishing related, but the apparel looked great, and their whole story and hunting is really, really cool. Sims, of course. Sims had a great layout booth, and we also got to stop in with Miles Berghoff. Did some great content, so you need to check that out on our YouTube video. And of course, Taylor Watkins as well. We met up with him in the Lowrance booth, so go check those out. Because you got Ike and Ellie. Of course, he's going to be holding a kid. Huge crowds around him. Just great to see all the pros there at the event, just meeting and greeting and getting to sign autographs. Bass University had an awesome booth. They were doing some live content from the Classic, hats, apparel, just their overall branding. And of course, you got Toyota, huge sponsor of BassMaster, and they had an incredible booth. And you know, they had their new 2022 Tundras out to look at. Of course, their Classic 4Runner, but the redesigned Tundra was really impressive. So Toyota's a great partner of bass fishing. Really cool to see their layout. Cool bass tank. You got Chad Phillips there walking by, but it's really just neat to overall experience the whole Bassmaster Classic. All right, guys, that's a recap of the 2022 Bassmaster Classic. We were really fortunate to get to attend this year in Greenville. Greenville was an awesome city. Big thanks to Bassmaster for allowing our media passes to get into some places a little bit earlier and just have some great content for you guys. We're going to leave you with the day one weigh-in. We've got a lot of anglers that you can kind of see their whole talk. Brock Mosley starts it out. He dropped a huge bag, and you can just see the passion and excitement, so that's really cool. A lot of content from Gerald Swindle in there. Just the reality of the sport, and him talking was just incredible to be able to experience it live. And of course, Matt Robinson, he never lets the party go down, so you'll have to check out the fur coat and see what was in the drinks. Was it water? Was it a little something else? I don't know. You comment and let me know. But big thank you to Bassmaster Classic, and we're going to leave you with day one weigh-in from all these great anglers, so just make sure you check it out. And as always, if you need anything, just let us know and visit our website, bassboatelectronics.com.
I see so many people that went to the expo. Let's show of hands, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Who went to the Outdoor Expo presented by Marathon today? Pretty much everyone. Home's flying all around here, so be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You never know where that's going to end up. But man, Greenville, South Carolina, you guys know how to have a Bassmaster Classic. In all of sport fishing, are you ready? Let's get ready to win! 13 Bassmaster top 10s, and you ask any touring pro, they'll tell you it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Brock Mosley digging deep. And that Phoenix Mercury alive well, going to show something off to kick off our way and get loud. Greenville, South Carolina. Finally, the Brock has come back to the Bassmaster Classic. Classic, and the best thing about weighing in first is no matter what he has, he's going to take the lead, but it looks like a good bag of fish. 5 all alive, 18 pounds, 7 ounces, 18.7. Fireworks to start off the Just like that, a brand new Academy Daily leader. And of course you thought he's going to take the lead, but wow, you might be there for a while. He's a four-time BassMaster winner, fishing his third BassMaster Classic. This young pro has already put together an incredible resume. South Carolina, let's get loud for one of your very own. Five fish here today. Five fish here today for Patrick Walters. 18 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into second place currently, just 6 ounces short of the overall lead. South Carolina, let's hear it for one of your very own. We're gonna weigh that for Berkeley Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4 pounds, 10 ounces to take that. 5 pounds even, and a brand new Berkeley Big Bass for Patrick Walters. And before I ask you a question, let me ask you got anything to say? Master Classic qualifier. A former motocross racer that decided about 10 years ago, I'm not motocross racing anymore. I'm just going to do another sport at the top level in the world. And boy, he has cracked that nut in a big way. Hunter Shryock, 5 fish here today. Five fish, day number 1. Academy Sports and Outdoors BassMaster Classic, 16 pounds, 3 ounces. And a great start for Team Edward Garcia's Hunter Shryock. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the champ. 5 fish here today, day number 1 of his quest to make history here this week. 5 fish, all alive. 12 pounds even, puts him in 6th place currently. 19th BassMaster Classic, a 2-time Progressive BassMaster Angler of the Year. From a BassMaster Open winner. And man, he has eyes on the ultimate prize. There's nobody in the entire world that wouldn't love to see G-Man hold that trophy come Sunday. 5 fish from Gerald Swindle. Let's get this started. £17 pounds, 6 ounces. The incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle, moves into 6th place currently. Get loud for G. He's 6 pounds, 7 ounces, take over Berkeley Big Bass. Not going to do that. 5 pounds, 15 ounces. And G, can it be? I want you to win this. I mean, who wants Gerald Swindle to be a BassMaster Classic champion? I think y'all just want to see the redneck parties, all y'all want to see. I win this thing, they'll have to bring in Petey Pablo, because we'll take them shirts off way around the head like a helicopter. So we'll run around this place. I'll take that new tournament, new burnouts all around here with Chris Mose hollering at me. I mean, it's a dream for all of us to try to win a classic. You go out on this tournament, you try not to be overwhelmed. There's so much going on. A lot of spectators on the water. Let me take a second to say thank you. I had a huge crowd with me today. The guys were utmost respectful, stayed out of the way. They was there cheering the whole time. That's what it's all about. We want everybody to come watch. When they stay out of the way, it makes it so much better. When you catch big ones, you get fired up, you clap, you holler. We need that adrenaline. But this was an event I come in there and I said, don't overthink it. Fish the moment. And it's really hard to do when we practiced so much last week. You get so much going on, you think you need to go do that, but it's changed. So I tried to stay in a moment today. Had some highlights, caught that big one right off the get-go on a DTA, the brand new DTA, green gizzard. He smoked it, I jumped. I prayed Jesus, he jumped. I prayed to God that he didn't come off.
he pulled my new rod down. I'm like, oh, don't let me down. So it was quite the day junk fishing for me. I'm going to go out tomorrow. Just try to put your head down. South Carolina, thanks for showing up and showing out. Love you guys.
Gee, this is your 19th Bassmaster Classic, but this is the first one after a few years, and I feel like you're a little more calm and a little more serious this time around. Is that telling me that this could be the one, or what? How was it different for you?
I feel like the other guy was married to the hot woman and she left him and she took him back. I'm just glad to be here. I can tell you right now. I missed the 2 years I didn't walk across this stage. It really bothered me. I remember the last time in Knoxville I walked off and didn't know if I'd ever be back. It never weighed on my mind again any different that I had to get back here. This is my home. These are my people. The 19th Classic is special. I want to make it the best one I can, and I hope to make many more trips across this stage for my sponsors.
Let's hear it for the uncomfortable G-Man, Jared Swindle. Only one like him, that's for sure. Elite Series champion coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. Took that win on Winyah Bay. Fishing his third Bassmaster Classic. Took the second place here on Markwell in the Pass, so you would expect him to be a player by the looks of that raffle weighing bag. He's had a good first day here at the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Hook. Needs 18-14 to take the lead. 5 all alive. 17 pounds, 5 ounces. 17.5. He moves into 4th place. Get loud for him, ladies and gentlemen. Stetson Laylock. Momentum. He is a 2-time Elite Series champion. Took that second win just a week ago on the Harris Chain in Florida, and now digging deep at that live well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Buddy Gross. 5 fish here today for Buddy Gross. Kick off his second Bassmaster Classic. 2 Elite Series wins, 4 FLW wins, and 5 fish here today on the very first day of this Bassmaster Classic. 14 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 22nd place currently. Tour wins, 2 Bassmaster wins, fishing his 4th Bassmaster Classic. And then what a start he has had on the Elite Series, currently in 2nd place in our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race. 5 fish here today for John Cox. We want to see him all the way through to Sunday. 16 pounds, 9 ounces. Great start for Team Berkeley's John Cox. Puts him in 15th place currently. 16.9 and good start. He is a 12-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 2-time Elite Series champion. Took the second win to kick off the Elite Series season. Beautiful Palatka, Florida. Let's hear it for Team Mercury's cruise missile, John Cruz. 5 fish for John Cruz here today. 11 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 37th place. Team Bassmaster top 10s. Well, let's welcome him back to the Bassmaster Classic. 5 fish here today for Brandon Cart. 5 fish, 14 pounds, 5 ounces, and he moves into 15th place currently on day 1 of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Hook. Six-time Bassmaster win. Fishing his 11th Bassmaster Classic. The prodigy of former Angler of the Year and former Bass Nation National Champion. He has succeeded at every single rank the Bass family has. desperately wants this title. Came so close in the past with a second place finish. 5 fish here today. Let's officially start off this classic for Brandon Palnick. 5 fish, 12 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 23rd place currently. Going to hold a few fish high, ladies and gentlemen. Dig it. He won the very first Elite Series event he fished. Took that win on the St. Johns River from Palatka, Florida. But this guy, coming into this event, everybody picked him as one to watch. And according to Bass Live, he proved them right today. Needs 18 pounds, 14 ounces to take the lead. Oh, whoa, no, sorry. He said, they haven't done that in years, but what? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. 5 fish to Brian New. The two we saw were definitely the right kind. Oh boy, a potential new Academy Daily leader. He needs 18 pounds, 14 ounces to take the lead. 5 all alive. 20 pounds even. With 20 pounds even, Brian New. Just like that, a brand new Academy Daily leader. Brian New, what a start. Our first 20-pound bag. Also with that 20 pounds, a Rapala monster bag. You took that. Fishing his very first BassMaster Classic. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. A former junior BassMaster World Champion, won it twice in 2005 and 2008. But finally, he joins us here on the BassMaster Classic stage. Five fish here today. Fish here today on day number 1, 16 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. They do look good. Here's your Bass Nation National Champion. Fishing his very first BassMaster Classic. A year ago, he had a boat that was 2 years younger than he is. He had 1 black and white fish finder. Now he's on the BassMaster Elite Series. Big bass, big stage, big dreams. And he is truly living it. 5 fish here today. 8 pounds, 14 ounces. Puts him in 52nd place. I'm just going to hold a few up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for your Bass Nation National Champion. Say aloha to Matty Long. Matty, a bridesmaid finish here last year. And Team Toyota's Matt Airy would like to right that wrong this year. Get loud for Ranger Mercury Pro, Matt Airy. 5 fish here today for Matt Airy. 15 pounds, 12 ounces. 15-12 and a good start for Matt Airy in 14th place currently. His 7th wins on the AFL Tour. And this is very first BassMaster Classic, ladies and gentlemen. Get loud for it. Unfinished Family Business and Scott Martin. looking to right the wrong and hand the trophy to his incredible, legendary father, Roland Martin. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. Five fish for Scott Martin here today. He used to have a big day. He used to take over our Rapala monster bag of the day, which is 20 pounds even. Held by our tournament leader, Brian. Five fish here today. Let's get this Bassmaster Classic started for Scott Martin. Five fish. 15 pounds, 9 ounces. 15.9. Classic. And the fur coats just keep getting bigger and more beautiful. Every single one. 3 Bassmaster top 10s. And I think he's telling me, get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. The immortal Matt Robertson, a man more slick than an ugly stick. Wish he had a belt. Just that would make things a little more comfortable for our vantage point. Anyways, Rapala weighing back on the scales. 5 fish here today for Matt Robertson. £13 7 ounces. He moves into 12th place. He is, of course, the reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. 5 fish here today for Seth Fighter.
What's the move? Can I tell the truth?
11 pounds, 11 ounces. Let him dig deep in that Rapala weighing bag and hold them high, ladies and gentlemen. Here to start off this event, one of the most feared days in professional bass fishing. A 6-time Bassmaster winner fishing his 7th Bassmaster Classic, a proud member of Team Express Yamaha. Get loud for Jason Christie. 5 fish for Jason Christie here today. 17 pounds and an ounce. He moves inside the top 10 in 6th place currently. Taking deep in that Rapala